My name is Brandon Davis.
I'm Elijah Johnson, and today here we have our special guest, DJ Samuels.
DJ Samuels, give it up for my boy DJ.
DJ. Thank you.
So we already know you're a big time Zone 6 member. So let's just start off with who you are, your name, hometown, your class, and your school, of course.
My name is Dejon Samuels. You know, everybody calls me DJ. From Englewood, New Jersey. I'm in 10th grade and go to Bergen Catholic.
Wait, before you start, I want everybody to know that he said he's in 10th grade. How old are you?
I'm 15.
He is 15 years old. I'm 25, and he is bigger than me. All right, I just want to let that be known.
Height and size.
What you mean?
Yeah, height and size right now.
I'm 6'1", 240.
As a sophomore, right? Yeah, sophomore. You got 2 more years to grow.
240 as a sophomore.
It's going to be crazy. So let's get right into it. So let's start with why did you choose Bergen Catholic? Because we talked about how you're from Englewood. Why you ain't go to the White Morrow? They got a few ballers that went to D1 out of there. They got a baller right now, Jalen. I'm not too sure about his last name.
Hoyle.
Sorry.
Jalen Hoyle, yeah.
So yeah, and then he just committed to Virginia Tech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. So why didn't you think of a public school?
Honestly, I did it more for like my education wise, feel me?
Okay.
So I felt like I just wanted to like have more than football when I chose Bergen Catholic. But like I basically chose Bergen because like it was easier on my mom and everything like to get there and everything. So I just felt like it just fit perfect. And then I have a great relation with Coach Vito and my teammates. It's just like a family over there.
Cool, that's what's up. So like you got to know them before you even.
Yeah, I was with them like all my 8th grade year basically. I was going to every game. I probably missed one game when we played Seton Hall, so that's the only game I didn't attend.
They got a good
grade.
recruiting style over there, huh?
Boy,
Yeah.
do they. One thing I want to know is why Bergen? We know why Bergen between Dwight Morrow, but why was there any other school that could have got you? Was there any other Catholic school, public school that you were thinking about going to?
Yeah, it was between DePaul, Joe's, and Bergen.
Oh, okay. Why? What came down to it?
Well, transportation was for DePaul, and then Joe's. Like for myself, I didn't feel right in Joe's. Like I didn't feel like that's somewhere I could stay for 4 years, and not feel like wanting to leave. So I felt like I went to a visit for every school. So like when I finally Bergen was my last visit. And, like, you know, it was like the all-boys thing at first. But then, like, when I actually went there and seen the school, I'm like, I could dig it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good campus.
Yeah.
It's a very big.
So how's the friendships over there? How's the relationships that you built over there?
It's good. I still talk to the senior class last year, like Jordan Morant, Jeremiah, Javon. Like, I still talk to all of them. Brian Felter, Rutgers, everything. Like, it's a good relation. They all come back during the summertime whenever they have free time and everything. And, like, it's just a bond. Like, after every game, we all go out. Party, chill.
Oh, that's what's up.
Just go on by a day.
That's cool.
That's great.
So, was there anybody else that was in that decision with you? Was there anybody else that, like, did you go to Bergen with somebody, you know?
Yeah, Sade Mitchell. Number 90 right now, he's starting D-tackle. It's like 10 Division I offers.
Okay, yeah. So, you guys made up the decision together, like a little LeBron D. Wade type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Have you guys grew up together like
so
your whole life?
I met him when I played, when I came over to Patterson to play for Silk City.
Okay.
So we was around like 12, 11 at the time. So I met him there, and then like we just been playing together. Like it was just our little duo ever since then.
How was it in Silk City? Because they got a nice little program down there.
Program is pretty good.
Silk City, Zone 6 is heavy in the Silk City and what is it? The
Brick
Lions,
Brick City,
Brick
yep.
City
Yep.
Lions football.
Yep.
We're heavily involved into that program. So talk about Silk City a little.
It was good. I came over there late for me. It's 2 years left in my Little League career, and I just wanted to try something new. Englewood we were winning every year, and I got tired of it. Honestly,
You wanted some more competition.
Yeah, I felt like we could have did something better. So like I took the time. It was a hard decision though. So I left my friends and everything. Went over to Patterson to start like a little new life.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you gotta make those hard decisions. Sometimes it's better for you in the long run, you know.
Yeah.
Let me say this though, Raider Pride, man. Raider Pride.
Yeah, he went to whatever. But what I was gonna say was your 8th grade team was pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a video clip of you smashing a little kid, and I'm pretty sure if that was my child, I probably would have came on the field because you're too big. But You said that Sadir has 10 offers. Are there any other players from that team that are killing in the high school ranks right now?
Sadir, Santino from my team.
Okay, he played for Silk City too.
Oh no! I thought you.
Oh no, I'm talking. Yeah, as far from Silk City, like from your 8th grade team, or like
Yeah, my son OJ, he's at Bosco right now.
Okay.
My son Milky, he's at Tech. Capo, he's at Eastside. Rodney's at Eastside. So like, yeah, we all took our different approach, but like, we still getting it.
Okay, that's cool. Talk to me about the Brick City Silk City rivalry, because that was a big rivalry. We covered it this year, and that was the most hyped game I've been to in a while. Parents yelling, coaches yelling, players hitting people hard as I don't know what. It was a great game. Talk to me about that rivalry.
They didn't want to play us.
Oh, yeah. You guys never played Brick City?
They waited till we left to get that started.
Wow.
Oh, man.
You heard it here first. We're going to skip from that one because I know Nas will have something to say about that.
Down the line, we're going to get him on here.
So we're going back to Bergen Catholic. Do you feel like Bergen Catholic is the new powerhouse of North Jersey?
I feel like we were the powerhouse last year. It's just that we had many injuries that people didn't know about, and it's just that you can't. It is what it is. Feel me? It's like, but when you don't have your full team going into a game, what can you really say?
Yeah.
So it's like, and then these were like 4-year starters at the time too. So it's like, it is what it is though. They'll see the next 2 years.
Yeah, because you took over for Taiwan, and he was the number 1 player in New Jersey, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you took over and had how many? You had how many sacks did he have? 10.5 sacks in how many games?
5.
Well, we could go right into that. We could talk about your stats like throughout the whole season. This season, so we can start with Pope John. I'm sorry about that. So we started with 1 tackle, solo tackle, 3 total tackles, and then 1.5 sacks. Then we went to DePaul, had 5 solo tackles, then 8 total tackles, and then 3.5 sacks.
Yeah.
Then we went to
John
Bosco.
I was
had
off the
3
concussion.
solo tackles.
Wait, stop. You said you were off a concussion that game, off the DePaul game?
Yeah.
So you missed the game. That was the game you missed.
No.
I'm saying you missed the game before that.
Yeah, I missed the game before that. That was the first home game at PC.
That was PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you missed the game and you had 10.5 sacks.
Yeah.
So when did you get a concussion?
I got
in
it.
practice zone?
Nah. It was supposed to be a crackback block. Pope John. So I was running this way, and then I turned, and I seen it for a second, but I didn't want him to know that I seen it. So that I kept running this way, so I knew he was close enough. We collided. He just dropped.
Oh, that's when you hurt that man. Okay, I remember that video.
He just dropped.
And so you got a concussion off of that as well.
Honestly, I didn't know what happened. They brought me in the next day, like, because they seen what happened and everything. They gave me the test. I bombed. Terrible.
Man.
I couldn't even walk in a straight line with my eyes closed.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
It was bad.
So you said you had 10.5. What's the record at Bergen Catholic for sacks?
It was 11.5. So
and you had 10.5 sacks.
Yeah. So
and missed.
That's
the game.
only in 5 games, though, right?
Yeah.
Only in 5
That
games.
is ridiculous.
It's not even
so,
a full
so
season.
I think it's safe to say that you'll have that record next year.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. So
how was it playing this year? Like playing during COVID, was it a different feeling? Did you
honestly? It was just the fans. Like it wasn't no different. Feel me? It was just like the fans, and like I feel like the fans definitely like you didn't notice how much the fans play a big part.
Crazy.
especially at Bergen Catholic.
Like, you don't notice how much they play a big part until you don't have them. Feel me? Because like I feel like the game would have been so much better if it was more people though.
The
to see what's
crazies.
going on. Yeah. So we
Boy,
had
did
to
I
limit
hate
the
them.
crazies and everything. So
That's what's up. Well, that's not what's up. I shouldn't say that's what's up, but next year, I guess you guys will have a full season.
yeah.
And the crazies will be back going. I don't know if you guys know, but the crazies are crazy.
The crazies are crazy. I
Yeah,
can say
for
that from experience. I've never seen high school kids act like college kids a day in my life until I went to a Bergen Catholic game.
Word.
Like I could have sworn I saw some high school kids
ridiculous.
chugging beers, but I don't know if they were. That might have been ginger ale.
It definitely gives the college atmosphere.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so Bergen Catholic right now is the number 1 team in the state.
Yeah.
Do you think that's rightfully given? Because I know it's a lot of controversy. There was controversy about the last game you guys played at St. Peter's, saying that your running back's knee was down. We all seen that wasn't the case. He crossed the pylon. So they might say because of the loss that you had against Don Bosco that you guys aren't the number 1 team in the state.
Yeah.
But you guys beat St. Peter's. You beat all the top teams.
Yeah.
So are you guys the number 1 team in the state?
I feel as if if you didn't play the last 3 state champions for that number 1 spot, you don't deserve the number 1 spot. Therefore, we beat 2 of the last champions. We beat Aldridge, who just rushed for. Well, he's New Jersey Player of the Year. We just beat Taj, just going to Virginia Tech and that great St. Peter's team. So therefore, I feel as if we deserve that spot. You can't cancel a game 5 minutes before the game starts and think you're about to have the number 1 spot when you only played Bosco. Even though we did take that loss. I say that to everybody. We took that loss. We earned that loss. It is what it is. But it's not about the loss. It's about what happens after the loss.
How you bounce back.
Yeah, we beat the team who everybody wanted us to beat for that number 1 spot. So, therefore, we earned that.
Yeah. I
So,
think so.
are you guys nationally ranked yet, though?
Not yet. We used to, even though that lost to Boston, we like 30th in the nation. Yeah, we
Where
dropped.
do you guys think you'll be next year, though?
I mean,
The
we
new
always
rankings coming out.
we always drop. I mean, we always go to top 20 every year, just off of the New Jersey competition that we play.
Okay.
So so Peters like at the beginning before everybody took the loss, Peters was like 13th. We was like 16th.
And you guys are extremely young, so
Yeah.
everybody's coming back, right?
It's like the offense is taking a little bit of a hit, but our underclassmen is prepared for it.
Who's leaving from the offense? The QB?
No. He's only a junior, so he'll come back.
They all coming back.
The whole our offensive line is leaving.
Okay.
And like a couple of receivers on the offense. But
Okay.
on defense, we basically played without Ty anyway. So it was like, that and number 8, Davian Vernon.
Okay, yeah.
And Adrian Taft from Hackensack.
yeah.
He's leaving too. So we only missing 3 key players from defense.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Taiwan is a great player, and it's hard to replace a great player. And you guys did that like so well. That defensive line is probably one of the best defensive lines I've seen in a while. Me, off the top of my head, that's probably the best defensive line I've seen since Bosco when they had Quan and all of them my senior year. So that the D line is something serious. I tell you that. And all you guys are coming back on the D line except for Taiwan. Yeah. That's gonna be major.
So basically, it's gonna be the same D line as last year.
That is gonna be major. That's gonna be a sight to see. So me personally, I think that Bergen Catholic is the number 1 team in the state. How do you feel about that? You second that? I mean, the proof's in the pudding. They beat the best team that they needed to beat. I don't think there's no argument there. So I'm very looking forward. I'm looking forward to you guys next year because I feel like it's going to be a show, like a big show.
What was the best part of this year, though? Like overall, like for your season, what was the best part for you?
I feel like the best part was getting revenge on everybody that beat us last year. Like they said we fell off. We seen that and just took that and
ran with it for motivation, right?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So like besides Bosco, we beat everybody that beat us last year.
Okay.
Bosco, they coming, Bosco.
Hey, that's gonna be. I mean, and that's the thing. That's the thing that people don't realize. Rivalry games are tough. Like even it's in any sport, any league, any level. Rivalry games are tough. Like if you're playing Bosco, that's added incentive. That's fuel on the fire. That's one of the top rivalries in North Jersey, in the country, because those 2 teams are usually the best teams in the country. So
maybe we could get a Bergen Bosco to start the season.
Oh, we might. Yeah, we could slide that in there. Nice little Bergen Bosco. You know what I'm saying, to bring it back.
Bergen Bosco to
but
start the season.
But no, you got to realize when you're playing against your rival, it's like they're playing like their lives. That was their championship. So they played like it was their championship, So you got their best, and you came up short. But the good thing about rivalry games, it's always next year, right? It's always next year.
Speaking on rivalries, Rivals doesn't have you ranked.
Nah.
How you feel about that?
I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Disrespectful?
Do you feel like it's disrespectful?
I looked at it and I just never opened the Rivals thing again. Like I just never checked it. Never, none of that.
Wow. I mean, you took over and had 10.5 sacks in 5 games. I don't know what else you need to do to get a ranking.
One sack away from the record.
That's
tying the record and then breaking the record too. And you didn't have a full season.
Yeah.
So we already touched on how tough it was playing for COVID with the fans. How was it like as far as just playing in general? Like it was like COVID. Like COVID is a real thing, and it's tough, and we are like people are losing loved ones and stuff like that. And you guys played a full schedule, during COVID. So how much courage did that take for you, like as a person, like not knowing the outcome of anything? Like how much courage did that take for you to continue with the season?
I knew I couldn't not play. Well, I could have not played, but I knew I couldn't not have played with my brothers. But I just, like myself, I just tried to stay safe as could, so I didn't come home and get somebody sick.
Yeah,
So,
that's the most important thing.
So I wasn't acting weird about it, but I just made sure, like, when we walked in the building, put your mask on for me. When we was out, like, if you don't have your helmet on, put your mask on for me, just, like, for safety, just for everybody, not for me, though.
So you feel like your coach did a great job with that?
Yeah, I feel like.
Were there any COVID positive COVID tests over there?
We were the only school that didn't have the
That's
shutdown.
great. That's great.
Shout out
So
to
Coach Vito,
over there.
Coach DeBellis, Coach Curran, everybody can make sure it was safe for everybody. Thank you, Bergen Catholic, because they would let us in the school, even though like it was a little iffy. You know what I mean, so just make sure everything was good.
Yeah. So I know one game that got canceled for you guys, and that was kind of like a weird situation when you touched on weird. The Del Barton game got canceled 5 minutes before you guys were supposed to play.
Yeah.
You guys were suited up, warmed up, and everything, and all of a sudden the game got canceled. How did that feel? Like,
I feel like it got me. It was angry. It was like it made everybody angry because like y'all made us drive up here knowing y'all had the COVID case, and it's just like, for what? Like,
You think they were scared?
I know they were scared because they watched us. Like as soon as we ran out, their coach came running towards our coach and told us we have to wait. But like they knew about the COVID test already.
Yeah.
So they just had to
What
wait.
was the point of waiting?
That's what I'm saying. Like they knew about the COVID test and they let them come into the locker room and everything, get dressed up and everything.
it's weird.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you guys play Del Barton again.
Do you guys do you guys know your schedule for next year yet?
Nah.
No, I don't think they come out with those yet. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna put Del Barton on that schedule because they want to see
probably
that
but it
game.
won't be the same.
It's not because Cole Freeman was he was a good quarterback.
He was a
He was a
great
good quarterback.
dude.
Yeah. I remember he came to the Zone 6 camp, and he shocked me because he's not the tallest.
Yeah, he's short, but like he's like a Russell Wilson type. Like,
He was
knows what he's
throwing,
doing.
launching the ball, man.
Staying on topic, so the Zone 6 camps, how did you experience in all the Zone 6 camps? How do you feel about competing at all the Zone 6 camps?
Competing, I know. This is with any camp too. I know I'm the best player at the camp. It's just that I got to show it. It's just, but I don't come in on nothing cocky.
Is there a good competition?
Yeah,
at Zone
it's
6
definitely
camp?
good comp. But like I go against the best comp in America every day of practice. So therefore, I just treat it like it's another day of practice.
Okay.
For me, so.
That's one thing I can say. DJ's been to all our camps. He's never came off cocky, but you can tell that
How
he
many
was the best
MVPs
player.
you won at our camp?
2.
Two?
Yeah.
It's hard to give somebody MVP twice, and he deserved every single one of those.
Dog man.
Dog man. I tell you that. Now, you're 16.
Yeah, no, 15. I turned 16.
You're
next month.
15. You're a sophomore.
Yeah.
You're the only sophomore to make the All-State team this year.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Honestly, it was funny because I was on my way to Florida and then my mom was screaming and everything. I'm in the bathroom first. I'm tired. We're about to get on the plane. I'm tired. I'm in the bathroom. She's screaming. I'm like, what is wrong with you? She's like, you made All-State. I open the door. I'm like, okay. I close it.
Yeah,
Go back to the door.
expect it.
Yeah, I'm like, I wasn't even, I forgot it was All-State and all that anyway. So it was like, I wasn't even really thinking. Like, when I went into the season, it wasn't make All-State, do this, do that. I was like, just play. Like, the fun is like, the season might be even cut short, so I was just trying to get the best of it. And I did what I did. And it was
Definitely got the best.
You got the best. I keep reiterating 10.5 sacks in 5 games. Like, that's ridiculous. Like,
And he missed the game. So.
and he missed the game.
So he could have got it. But we're not going to speak on coulda, woulda, shouldas.
One other question I have for you is, it's a tough question. What is your why? Like everybody has a why, like what carries them to go forward, what they're playing for, what they're trying to strive to be. What's your why and what keeps you going?
So, my grandma works about 100 hours a week. So I'm crazy at the post office. You see the mail in the post office now. She goes to that every night. Has one
Risking
day,
COVID, too.
Has one day off in a week. My mom's luckily working from home, but like, bro, like, Snow, if your why's not trying to buy your mom a crib, buy Nana a crib, like get your pops right, like what are you doing it for really? Because like for me, it's just not fun and games. I come to Bergen to do work, like to get somewhere else in life. For me to open up a new chapter every time I come.
Yeah.
Like when I'm on the field, when I'm playing against my friends. You're not my friend while I'm on there. After, like, when we walk off, it was good, bro. But, like, until then, I got to kill you at this point just to get what I need.
Gotta have that mentality, that mama mentality.
I seen a video, like 2 days ago of like KG. He was on the court. Ray Allen was telling the story. Of,
I seen that.
And he was playing Joakim Noah, I believe it was.
Yeah, it was.
And
It was a
he
young
basically
Joakim Noah.
he invited him. Professionally said he invited him to his private parts. So I understand that we could be friends off the court, but on the court, you're my enemy, basically.
Yeah, they're trying to take food out your. You take food out your plate.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You
it's
trying
always
to
gonna be war on the field.
You trying to get Nana a crib, get Mama a crib. You gotta go through some people, and you made the right decision. For yourself, when you chose to go to Bergen Catholic rather than going to, Dwight Morrow, where school, you could have shined at a school that where you could have, did your thing at. Yeah. You went to a school where there's more competition and, nothing is guaranteed.
You're going to play the best competition.
Yeah, so you made the right decision. You went away from your friends so that you could better yourself. And, you're still friends, but right now I'm focused on myself and focused on where I'm going. Yeah. So you made a great decision with that at a young age. That's very big. While we're also talking, what's one thing you would tell younger kids that are choosing a high school? Because nowadays, high school, can really could be the deciding factor on where you go to school as far as college. You can go to a public school and do the same thing that you're doing at a private school, but get less offers at the public school that you're getting at the private school sometimes, And it's just by the name of the school. I mean, sometimes it sucks, but sometimes it's just based on the name where you can get a better look. So what would you tell the younger kids that are like in middle school that are trying to choose what high school to go to better their life?
Yeah, I was going to say, there's nothing wrong with going private. There's nothing wrong with going public. I just chose the private way because I feel like that was best for me. Mm-hmm. But if you want to go public, but don't do it because your friends are doing it. Mm-hmm. Do it was, like I said before, do it was best for you, what makes you feel like you're about to go further in life because of what choice you picked. You know what I mean? And if they're not still your friends, even because you went private, then it wasn't your friend.
Yeah, they really wasn't your friend.
Yeah. So if they can't support you with your decisions going further, then
separation is key. Separation is key, man. You can still have love for people, just love them from a distance. That's it.
Yeah, one of the main things that I was told, and I wish it's just like it's simple math, and you don't even think about it half the times. Like some people shy away from having to pay for a high school. Like they always think that high school should be free. Like you don't have to, you shouldn't have to pay for a high school. But would you rather pay for the high school or would you rather pay for college? Exactly. That's some things that you have to think about. Like sometimes it's worth the investment for later on down the road.
Well, I'd rather my mom pay for Bergen Catholic than in a university.
Also, I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. But it's ways to get sponsorships to go to Catholic schools, and I know that from personal experience.
Well, then I didn't know that. So
if you really want to tap in, you can get it. If you're really truly a baller, they gonna want you. They gonna bring you there.
Now,
sure.
Now you're a baller, like you just said. You've played at the Cowboy Stadium, correct?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
It was good.
Jerry's World.
I've been there twice. The first time I got hurt, so at the game, so I couldn't really play the first time. But the second time, I was in sixth grade playing in there. It was like it's play for USA football. And
okay.
It's like a whole different mentality over there, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like you have film, it's NFL, it's film, all that, bro. It's
when you're in sixth grade?
Yeah, I had to take that in fast and just roll with it from it. So I was just vibing with it. It was good though. The stadium was big. I feel like it got bigger and bigger every time I got in it. So it's I got bigger the second time I got in it. So it's I'm just when you walk into say you walk into when we went to Brooklyn, you just look around, look at it damn.
Just amazed.
You playing Madden, you watching on TV, you really don't see how feel me? How big it is. And you just look.
Speaking of Brooklyn, I had that feeling, and then I calmed down and dropped 30, 15, and 12.
That's cameraman.
He got it. Shout out to the cameraman. We got footage if anybody wants to see. I was getting buckets. KD who? But so Cowboy was a great experience. And I don't think the All-American game is played in Cowboy Stadium, is it? I don't believe so.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah.
So which All-American game would you choose if you had to choose? I know there's the Under Armour one, and then there's the Adidas All-American game. Yeah. Which one would you choose?
Honestly, there's nothing wrong with either. They're both fine. It's perfectly fine. But I feel like I would go to Adidas. I feel like just like the Cowboy Stadium is just like it's just a good place to play. Like it's a nice vibe and everything's indoors. Feel me? It's nothing wrong with it. The locker rooms is nice. It's everything cool with it. And then like just the experience, like I seen Cody Simon, Jordan Moran, Jalen Berger, and so I seen it from their point of view. And you really got depth into the All American game. It was tough.
All those players right now are doing big things right now.
Yeah.
Ohio State, Wisconsin, and Michigan, right? Yeah, doing big things right now. Zone 6 athletes also, by the way, keeping the train going,
You're gonna keep picking it up.
What else do we need to touch on?
So we know that you're an athlete. So what's your favorite sport? Is it football?
Nah.
What's your favorite sport?
I really don't have one. It's just I told you I play for a why. I don't play for fun.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's the way out. So you gotta get it out of there. I get exactly what you're saying, man.
I generally watched like one of my first actual I generally watched the Clemson Notre game last night. Like I watched it.
And that was like your first time in a while.
Yeah, like it was my first time in a minute. Like actually sitting there watching it. But like Clemson, my favorite team. Trevor Lawrence came back. So
okay. So you're an ACC kind of guy. You like the ACC a little bit more.
Where do you have a favorite school?
Yeah, Clemson.
Clemson.
Yeah, that's like where I want to go. But I'm open to any colleges.
Yeah. We're open everywhere. Everybody. We're open everywhere.
Send them in, man.
How many offers do you have right now?
3.
3? What schools?
Temple, Rutgers, and Boston College.
Oh, those are great schools. Those are great schools. Rutgers no, that's the Big Ten.
Yeah, that's the
Big Ten, right?
Rutgers is the Big Ten.
Okay. Yeah, how would it feel?
Picking back up, though.
I was saying, how would it feel playing in Rutgers back at home?
I have no problem playing in Desciano. Talk about it a lot with some of my teammates. I'm not gonna name them. I talk about it with some of them, but I definitely would go there. Though.
We just had 2 Zone 6 athletes commit to Rutgers.
Yep. From West Side.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, Kai and the other one.
Yep.
And so
Schiano is a legend in New Jersey football.
Yes, he is.
You happen to have another legend in your coaching staff.
Coach Toll.
Coach Toll. That man right there is a GOAT. A lot of people don't know that his legacy really started and took off at Hackensack.
Yeah.
We're from Hackensack, so it's something that we're taught. Like we know about our tradition, and Coach Toll took Hackensack to heights that was unseen. And he left Hackensack, went to Don Bosco, and Don Bosco was a powerhouse. For as long as I can remember, Don Bosco
took over the private school.
Took over the whole country. Bosco was ridiculous. Now, Bergen Catholic. How does it feel having such legendary status in at the palm of your hands? Like you could ask him any question, he's right there for you.
It's definitely good like to see him in person. I remember when I went on I went to the game and we went to Rutgers and everything. I was on a bus. I was sitting right behind him. I was just like sending a picture to my friends. I was some creep. I was on some creep from time. And I sent the picture to my friends. I was like, yo, look.
It's Coach Toll.
It's
Coach Toll.
Oh, it's Coach Toll in the building. So I'm on a bus. And I'm like kind of standing next to him throughout the game and everything. I'm walking with him and Coach Carter. So it was like I felt like I fit in there, so it was like I'm cool with both. And you see Coach Toll give him a dap. That's my gym teacher too.
Yeah.
So I give him a dap going on my day.
Cool.
He definitely knows what he's talking about too.
Of course.
He definitely.
I don't even know how many rings he has. This is probably got more rings than fingers. You talked about Coach Carter. That's your D-line coach, right?
Yeah.
How is he?
He's good. He's from Inglewood too, so it's like he definitely played a big part in my decision.
Have that connection.
Yeah, for me, it wasn't the favoritism part though. It was like somebody I could relate to and talk to often off the field, like without a problem.
Yeah.
So it's like I basically knew him since like I was a little bit younger too, though. So it's like I know like I can actually be taught like I know what I'm doing with him too and everything. So like he's also like the person to calm me down. Like if I don't get a sack, I start getting frustrated a little bit. Like he starts calming me down.
It's like he knows you.
Yeah, like he knows me like the back of his hand. So he knows when I'm hurt. He knows when something's wrong. It's just
you always need that around you because that's something that you can fall back on when things are getting a little too tough. So that plays a big part in every situation.
Yeah.
You also when you were younger, you worked out at ETS.
Yeah.
We are alumni of ETS. ETS has been around with EJ Bartell days.
Yeah.
That was Reg and Danny and
Get your workouts.
you know what I'm saying? ETS, get your
Facts.
workouts
Big
at ETS.
ETS.
Look at him. You
Yeah,
dig?
right.
Look at him. Because you weren't this big in 8th grade when you first got to ETS.
Nah.
I know Danny has some videos of you doing 135 and struggling with that now. I know he got those. Now, like, how was it working at ETS? How do you feel about the facility, the people there?
It's good. I started going to ETS right after after my first year in Patterson. So it was like 7th, 8th grade, that type. And it was good. It was I was under Sheed at first, Sheed at
Okay,
the
yeah.
Sheed. So I was into him first. Then they noticed like I was doing more than like the middle school class. So they moved me up to high school class since like 7th grade. So I have a good relation with Danny and Reggie. I go to extra running back classes with Reggie when I was younger and everything. So it was cool. It's definitely a great place. He's changing up the place and everything.
Yeah, I heard. Danny hit me up and said if I wanted to play basketball. They have a basketball.
They got a basketball.
They have a basketball hoop at ETS now with a court and everything.
I'm over there.
You feel me?
Get some runs. Zone 6, all the Zone 6 fam. Y'all trying to get some runs? Y'all know where we going.
That's mad funny. So yeah. Also, most memorable moment of high school. I have one of you. I think I told you it was your freshman year. I think Sleaze has one of you too.
Yeah.
Your freshman year, you were number 34.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you didn't pick that number. Probably.
I had it was from like 34, 43.
Yeah. You didn't have your pick. Is basically what I was saying. So you was like really not as known because you were a freshman, and then I think you guys were playing a team in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it was.
And
Emotep.
then there was a running back. I guess he tried to challenge you.
Yeah.
And you put him on his neck.
That was like the first play I got into.
Welcome to the big leagues, basically. That's my favorite moment. You have a favorite moment?
It was this year, the script sack.
Oh yeah, against Corey.
I think it was against St. Joe's.
Nah,
DePaul.
DePaul.
DePaul. Okay, yeah, I knew it was a
DePaul.
green team.
Yeah.
But that was
Another Zone 6 out. Shout out to Corey. Zone 6 is out here. You dig? I'm just saying.
heavy in the field.
So that's your favorite play?
Yeah.
What's your favorite play?
My favorite play, mine's might have been at DePaul, but it was the boot play, and Andrew was going to go turn around and give it. So as soon as he turned around, I was like right there already, and just bow. And like I was so lit, I ran like 30 yards down. I gotta look at it. I just started like, the huddle was just like following me. I'm just like kicking off 30 yards down. But meanwhile, I didn't know it was only third down.
So you had to
trying to run back. No, I'm over there.
Tired as
hell. I was so tired. Ref was like, "Hey, come on." I was like, "My bad." I was like, "My bad."
That's mad funny. Yeah, you have a lot of plays that we could pick from. You're a monster, man. I'll tell you that. There's a lot of people on your team, or a lot of people that you might not know, that you know in North Jersey that are underrated. That aren't really getting as many looks or getting as much shine as you. Do you have any players that are from your team or that you just know around that are like you think are underrated and deserve more attention?
My man's from Donovan, the Zone 6 fam. I forgot his name though.
Jayon?
Yeah, Jayon. Yeah, he made first team All State, didn't he?
He sure did.
My son Santino,
another receiver.
Facts. He's nice with it. His moves, his catching ability.
His routes are ridiculous.
Yes.
Him and Jayon, I'm not gonna lie. Jayon probably has the best routes that I've ever seen from a high school player ever. And Santino was like second, third to me. Like Santino, his routes are ridiculous.
They both could sell that route, sell it, hit,
sure.
like they just sell it. Like it's all about selling the move. Like, it's just they do that.
They was going at it that camp.
Yeah. Catch after catch after catch. It was
crazy.
just back to back. It was a sight to see. I tell you that. Is any more? Is just those two you think of? Right
I feel
now?
like if anyone needed an offer right now, I feel like those two like really need it. I feel like I'd be happy for both of them.
Yeah.
Santino's a sophomore though, right?
Huh?
Is he a sophomore?
Nah,
Santino?
he's a junior.
He's a junior. He's about to be a senior.
Oh, so he got one more year?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he definitely got to
Yeah.
get some more.
Another player I think so is Pooh. I think Pooh should.
yeah.
I think Pooh is Pooh.
I feel like after this year, I thought he would have had one already.
Yeah, I
they
thought he
slacked
would've
him,
had
bro.
one too,
Whoever gets those three players are gonna be happy that they got them.
He's gonna get his though. West side, they eating over there.
Yeah, they're doing the thing
Shout
over
out
there.
to coach over there, man. They doing their thing.
So we talked about your favorite play so far. We talked about most memorable moment in high school. We talked about so far you're a sophomore, you're 15. You have to keep reminding people that you're 15 years old. So we basically talked about everything that has to do with football with you. I know you said you like anime. What's your favorite type of anime? I mean, that's a lot of people don't really, know that about you, that you like anime. So, like, explain to the people what's your favorite anime.
My son, I feel like my son Goku got it.
Goku got it.
Yeah, but it was this debate, Goku versus Superman. I feel like Goku got it.
You think so? I don't know.
Debate.
I feel like
Goku
I
versus
feel like
Superman.
but look, because feel me, you got check this out, really. If you gotta think about if Batman could beat Superman, you feel me? What about Goku?
Batman got a Lamborghini and some gadgets. That's
I
what
understand that though,
Goku is
but if
serious,
Goku
though.
going to Super Saiyan 3, who's really
he got a 3.
Yeah,
Three.
Super
Feel
Saiyan
me?
3. That's what I'm saying.
So
Goku
who
versus
really-
Superman, that would be super crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It would be a lot of destruction, but I feel like if a man with gadgets and whatever could stop Superman, what can you think an alien from a different planet, such as Superman, could do to Superman?
That is crazy.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Super
I would have to
Saiyan
say, since
just
it's a
thought
3,
about
I didn't know it was a 3.
And then that's two people or one person.
Yeah, I know.
That's what happens when it comes
Wow.
Super
That's
Saiyan.
That's when
comes,
they did the hot.
Yeah.
oh, the heme? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Goku on that one. I'm gonna go with
Nah,
Goku.
yeah,
like,
Goku
bro.
would. Yeah, I think he'll trip on Superman for sure.
Is there anything else that you think that people don't like that don't know about you? Like, is there anything else you think needs to be known about DJ Samuels?
Oh, schools, GPA 3.4.
Boom.
Yeah.
What is your GPA?
Yeah, my Jones is 3.4.
3.4.
Yeah.
3.4. That's a great GPA. You know you can go up from that though. You can try to get that
definitely.
4.0. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might have to try and go get that. Do you think that you think that Bergen Catholic helped you a lot with your GPA? Do you think that the focus at Bergen Catholic is good?
Oh
Like,
yeah, we can't like during COVID. This is when COVID joined and everything. Before practice we do an hour of study hall. So no phones.
That's what's up.
You just have your books, your computer. So it's like it takes the stress off of going home after practice. Bus kids on the parkway, they have like an hour home. So feel me? Luckily, I'm only like 15, 20 minutes. But like for them, it leaves stress off them for me to like not have to go home and do more work. They get home at 10 o'clock doing essays and everything. But you have like an hour 15 before practice to do so. So it's like it relieves stress off everybody.
Okay, that's cool. I think the one last thing that we should touch on is something new that's coming to Zone 6. My boy Sleaze is going to be ahead of this.
Lacrosse.
Zone 6 Sticks is called lacrosse. It's Zone 6 lacrosse. I know Bergen Catholic is pretty big on lacrosse. Do you have any players that you
Shout out
think
J.O.
that do you think that there are any players that should be the face of Zone 6 lacrosse that you know of?
Faces on 6 across. My son Pat Cece, he's from Bergen Catholic. Lewis Nate, he transferred. I forgot where he transferred to, but he used to be a Bergen Catholic kid. There's one more. He goes to Joe's. He's a lacrosse kid. He used to go to Bergen too.
Okay. I know Bergen is pretty big on lacrosse, and I know like a lot of the Catholic schools are. So I feel like that's going to be a big thing.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to throw it out there to get everybody to.
Nah,
to
yeah,
know
we about
that.
to take over with this lacrosse thing. It's about to turn up a whole nother notch. We missed the season, really. Well, spring season really coming up, but we missed this season. But it's really gonna go up a whole nother notch. Lacrosse is a great sport. I don't know if anybody that's about to tune in knows about it, but it's similar to football, similar to soccer. It's a whole lot of sports in one, but it's complete fun. I'm not gonna lie, and girls and men can play it. It's just
Last question. Question.
That's my favorite sport.
That's your favorite
Yeah,
sport?
that's my favorite sport. Lacrosse is my favorite sport.
I thought
couldn't
it'd be
play.
golf.
Yeah, I was gonna go to Bergen. That's how I know about all the other stuff. I was gonna go to Bergen, but I followed my friends. I went with my friends. Just like DJ said, you shouldn't. So I followed my friends.
Came to Hackensack.
Yeah, went to
Had mad fun.
Nah, I'm glad I met everybody that I met in the sack, and now we here doing Zone 6 things. You get what I'm saying?
How do you
About to take it up to a whole nother notch?
How do you feel about Zone 6? Last question. How do you feel about Zone 6?
It's a great. I did a lot for me. It's like a lot. Pedro, the cameraman. For me, I met Pedro through Zone 6. And then we ended up making that Zone 6 banger in the summertime. That video. Then we had them little clips in the little winter showcase and everything. So I feel like those videos definitely did a lot for me and everything. I want to say thank you to Pedro for filming those, taking the time out, coming to the camp. 3-4 hours early just for the
Pierre
morning
Oh,
session.
Pierre be on
Like-
his, he be on his
Behind the
J.O.B.,
camera
brother.
right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, just for the pictures, like those gives my IG multiple content. and
Yeah,
everything,
so say your IG so everybody can.
oh yeah, Instagram _DJ2X. Feel me? Twitter TDJ2X. Feel me? It's just I follow people back.
Yeah, everybody go follow. Everybody go follow him. Run his followers up. Everybody follow Zone 6 football, Zone
Facts.
6 baseball, Zone 6 basketball, Zone 6
Sluggers,
black.
baseball.
Yeah.
All that,
Zone
all
6
that. Shout
soccer.
out to Mr. Wembley. You know what I'm saying? Justin
Yeah.
Wembley for making this all possible for everybody. For giving people a platform. You seen DJ just said that he appreciates us for what we did for his media. That's what we are basically about. Get their names out
Yeah,
there.
these
You
high
know,
school
like
athletes,
you think your followers went up while you were with
Definitely.
Zone 6? You think?
Definitely. I feel like, bro, I got like I got a whole rack from that
Yeah.
summer video, bro.
There you go.
Twitter it got like 17K. Instagram it got like 13K. Like it went up from there.
We basketball players. We catching up to y'all.
Yeah, we coming.
Football players.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah,
I
'cause-
pray every day.
Yeah, y'all basketball. Y'all be.
I miss watching basketball, high school basketball.
Yeah, yeah.
My son Will, Julian.
Oh yeah, Bergen has a
yeah,
good.
yeah.
They have a good
Yeah.
basketball
Up in the
team
cage.
too.
Oh, no.
Bergen's basketball team is probably going to be the number one team
Nah, yeah.
as well. Number
They got
one
some
football
dogs over
team,
there.
the number one basketball team.
Football. They was just doing their
They was
thing in
dunking on
footballs.
everybody. Crazy. Well, we appreciate you having being on a
Word.
podcast, the
sure,
first
for sure.
annual. You dig?
Thank
In the Zone podcast.
Peace.
We here.
Yeah.
You did.